I thought I'd just also mention, since we were talking about the t-shirts and ordering t-shirts and that, just to let some of the newer members know too, that Island Promotions in Gore Bay, they have our crest on file. And they have quite a catalog of golf shirts, hoodies, windbreakers, parkas, you name it, ball caps, etc. And of course, I think everybody has seen our badge. You know, this is our logo for the Manitoulin Amateur Radio Club, and you can even get, I don't know, Lou, have you got any more of these left, or?
Who doesn't have one of those?
Well,
yeah, I do have some left, as well as the stick-on decals.
Okay, so stick-on decals for your car, or definitely you can sew this on. Say you've got a favorite jacket or a ball cap or something like that. You know, we may even look at getting some more of these patches.
Our crest on a magnet.
The which on a magnet?
A magnet, you know. Like
oh yeah, for the side of the car or something.
Well, not so much that big, but like fridge magnets and your computer and your
That's an idea.
You want one on your fridge?
There's a lot of promotional items, you know, and that with it, but it's kind of nice, especially now things are opening up and we all show up at the summer picnic, or we all decide to go to Dayton or something like that. It's nice to have matching jackets or, shirts or golf shirts or whatever the case is.
I'm with stupid, and then I've got one on that says I'm stupid.
So I just thought I'd share that with people. If you're interested, they've already got the screening made up. So, I mean, if you have a favorite jacket, just take it into Dan up there. Dan Osborne is the fellow that runs Island Promotions, and say you're part of the Manitoulin group, and he'll put it on any existing. I know a couple of the vests that I picked up, he's put it on there, and it's worked out quite well. So
I gotta go, guys. Nice seeing everyone.
Okay, Andy.
See you next week.
Take it easy.
Get a haircut, Andy.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go and do.
All right.
I'm getting Sean.
Take John with you. Take John with you. Where did he go?
Well, I did notice that. I was going to comment. Yes, it's a bit like
John's gone.
It's when you turn sideways, like that's why I wear the headphones, and everywhere I've been going in public, I've worn a baseball cap, which I don't normally do. But anyway, see you guys.
All right,
Andy. Take care.
Take care, Andy.
Yeah, see you again.
Yeah. So, but.
I just realized I got to get a new jacket. Mine doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah, well, there you go. Now is a good time.
Blame it on COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Start eating more bananas.
No, that's 10 years of trucker food.
Al, do you know if Island Promotions has already made their move and they're all set up for business now?
Well, I haven't called them, so I'm not really sure exactly. Now, they used to have a business downtown. Oh, there, Krista's showing one of the the shirts or that with it. Or jacket, I think. I'm not sure what it is. Jacket, Krista? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, Dan was doing a lot of his work out of his home. And he's got a huge garage, and all the printing presses and everything, the embroider machines and everything were out of there. So, yeah, he does a lot. So I don't know. I'm sure if we call him first and see what he mentions.
So they don't have the store downtown anymore?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I think what was happening was most people were ordering online, and with the pandemic and keeping the rent going and everything else like that, I think they may have let the store go.
Yeah. Okay. The last time I was over there, went down there, and they'd already moved from their location where I knew them
Right.
down farther up the street or something like that,
Okay.
or down the street or wherever it was. And so somebody told me where they were, and I went down there like that, but they were, I guess for whatever reason, they were closed at that particular time. So I never did get in there, right?
That's too bad.
So, but anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but
Well,
online,
I think,
it's probably the best way out here.
yeah,
Krista,
well,
your
it's,
jacket looks nice, Krista.
Thank you. It's actually Dave's. I have one too in white, but this is Dave's with his
Oh, yeah,
WNDF on it.
very nice.
A little bit big on me, but it'll work.
absolutely. Keep the rain off you and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has good products. Their Storm, I think, are the make or whatever. So the windbreakers are very nice.
Yeah, they're good.
And they work pretty good. As a matter of fact, I need to get a new one too. Mine's getting kind of shabby. So, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to have that within the club, and the ball caps are kind of neat. Let me just go and I'll show you the ball cap here. Let me just go grab it.
Yeah, I got one of the ball caps going like that, but it has VE3 RMI on it, so everybody thinks that's who I am. And I didn't have
Yeah.
my call on it, so I need to put it on somewhere to have it
Well,
embroidered on there.
Name
Right?
dropping, Doug. That's name
Yeah.
dropping.
Yeah.
so here's the ball cap, and it's got on the brim, it's got the Canadian maple leaf, which is kind of nice, so that people know you're. And of course, we put the Canadian flag in there, but on the back.
Yeah, I didn't get that on mine, so they go like that. So
Yeah.
that's my call sign.
Right. So you can, but you can set up anything. They have all kinds of colors, all kinds of setups with it. The black with the crest looks very, very nice because it, everything's gold and that with it. So it's yeah, it does or darker colors like navy blue or something to that nature. But you can get these crests, or like I said, you could get one of the other ones and put
slap it on top there.
have that sewn on if you have a favorite ball cap or something like that. Though these are a little large. These are meant for like shirts or jackets or something to that nature. But yeah, so that works out well, and these are great caps. And of course, it's amazing.
Krista's showing the white.
The white one. That's mine.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Yeah, very nice, Krista. Thank you for doing that.
This is one that Greg got me for a birthday.
She's a great model, eh?
Yeah.
And that looks good for Elliot
career,
too.
Good second career there, Krista. Or third career, fourth career, whatever. It might be.
It's the end of my modeling career.
She's like Vanna White on.
All right.
The thing there and there.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, no. So that's something I got thinking about that the other day, because now that we're going to start opening up and things are moving a bit and that with it again, just reiterate the picnic get together has been, of course, we need a good couple of months to get that organized and get things in motion. And 8 weeks ago we didn't know that we were coming out of a lockdown, so yeah, so it's unfortunately going to be canceled this summer, but we'll see about the fall and how numbers are going and that, and if there's an interest in returning to the breakfast, and we can get some of the restaurants to open up for us and that. And I think it's 25, right? In a
I think that's what I heard.
inside right now.
Yeah,
so yeah,
that's
I
right.
have to look at the.
It's up to 100 outside, I think.
I tried to read the the release or whatever, and man, it read like stereo instructions. Holy crap! You got to be a lawyer to read that damn thing. You know, they need a statement for dummies.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets kind of confusing for sure.
But we've had
But,
more than 25 at any breakfast.
Well, yeah, that's
the average one was probably about 15 or 20 people. You know, if we
Yeah.
got over 20 people, it was in the summertime. Sometime we did, for sure.
Yeah.
We had-
and that's the other thing. Like if we were going to have, say, a Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner, like we normally do,
well,
we
know-
get upwards up to,
you know how like the ladies
60,
sat at
70
another
people.
table or whatever usually, you know, so that might, you know, we might be able to do
Could
50
separate
people.
it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know, we did that anyway, so.
Mhm.
Yeah, but for a restaurant under these rules, their maximum customer
Now that's
count has got to be 25.
well,
Yeah, so not just us, it's going to be other customers.
oh, right, I see. Yeah. Limited, if you normally have,
Limited numbers.
if you've got 100 seats or whatever, you might only be able to do 25 or something.
Yeah.
And Rusty, your bacon's going to be damn cold in November.
Well, you know, cold bacon, you can fix that. You can't
You
fix
can,
no
yeah.
bacon. You can't. It's hard to fix no bacon, but you can fix
Yeah.
cold bacon.
Yep.
Yeah, but cold bacon out from your armpit, warming it up is not really good.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not what I was talking about.
Well, we won't even get into the connotation with hams and
Right.
bacon,
Right.
stuff like that.
No crotch pot cooking allowed.
But anyway, so yeah, like I said, other than these presentations here, I didn't really have anything booked this morning. So, you know, I'll open it up to questions or comments and that. Oh, I meant to ask, Janice still on here?
Don't see her.
She go.
She's gone, but she's not
She was.
here.
Oh, her square's there, but she's not in front of the thing. She was trying to get that connector on RG 174, and there's another topic we could talk on is the various different sizes of sleeves for PL 259s. Like she just figured a PL
Well, you know, and the
259
sleeves
fed
are
everything.
good. The sleeves can save your bacon, but there's nothing quite like having the proper connector for the proper size coax. You know.
And we found that out, right, Rusty, for the connecting cables up at the repeater site. You know, I mean,
That's why I gave her 2 Amphenol connectors. I said one's for practice and one's for what you really want to do.
One for the floor for me, you know, because I dropped one. And I'm like, damn it, now I got to get down there and get it before I can do anything.
Yeah.
You got to train Peach to pick things up for you.
Well, she'd pick them up
and
with
not swallow them.
Or run with them. She's like a freaking toddler. You say, what do you got? And she's like, off like a shot.
Yeah, so this is very...
Al, you did book camaraderie this morning. You did have that on the menu.
Camaraderie.
There you go.
Okay, you lost me for a sec there, Bob. But,
well, you weren't sure what other topics we could have here.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, okay. There.
You need to have Bob's hat on with the light.
Yeah.
That's right.
See,
That's why I have to wear it to keep the brain warm.
Yeah. So yeah, or when Rusty and I we were looking at the repeater. This is what they use for jumper cables on repeaters. This is an RG. I forget
it's not printed on the cable. Sometimes it's printed on the cable.
It might be, but I don't think so.
Just a plug
316?
on?
I think it may be 316. I think you may be on. So you can put different, and there's crimp on, and like here's one for an SMA, right, connector, and then there's one for a regular N connector, right? So ideally, these crimp-ons are the best.
I love crimp-ons, man. There's no, I mean, way less soldering. You might have to solder the tip or something, but crimp-on's the way to go, man.
Yeah. And in some, like if you buy the like here's a chunk here, like for Comet or Diamond. This is the coax that sometimes you will get with the, and it's got the screw-in
Yeah.
cap so that if you're drilling a hole, you just unscrew the.
And don't lose that damn part that goes with it, because
Yeah. But this is a very low loss, but it's also like if you go,
Very flexible.
it's very flexible.
hey, I
So
meant to mention, I can't remember where it was, but I bookmarked it on my computer downstairs. We were talking about power poles, and I found a place in Canada that sells genuine Anderson, or power poles, like West Mountain Radio stuff, and I can't remember where it is now. They were a tiny bit priced. They were like $22 for 12 pairs and $29 for 45 amp connectors, but I did find them in Canada the other day, and it's on my computer in the shack. Like $29 for 12 pairs. That's not terrible. And $22 for the 15 and what was it? 15 and
30?
30, yeah, 15 and 30 or whatever. And then the 45 amps were $29 for 12
That's
pairs.
just a ripoff, Rusty, because they have the same connectors, and that piece of tin in there isn't any really more tin than what the other ones are, and doubling the price.
I know, but they kind of invented them or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't rip off or not. I just want to be able to get some. I mean, yeah. So.
and here's a tool. I don't know if anybody's seen these coax tools that you
Everybody
can
owns
get.
one of those, don't they?
Well,
I have a hard time
No.
getting to work, man. I usually just take a razor knife and do it.
well, and most people do that for sure. But
Quarter
this
and a
one,
quarter and a quarter, a quarter inch of the center conductor, a quarter inch of the braid, and you're done.
Yeah.
yeah. So what you do is you take your coax, right? And
Live demonstration here, Al. No, show us.
so there you go.
We don't want to
So
see
you
any
put
blood.
that.
No pressure.
Okay, so you take your coax, and then you just hold it, and you just go around.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it's too
And stir
short.
3 times.
When it quits biting, it's done supposedly. And I always end up with strings coming out of it, or chop off the center conductor, or.
Yeah, it's usually not too bad, and then it's just a matter of peeling it off and peeling off the center
Wow.
connector. There
Wow,
you go, right
geez,
there.
Al, you did that. You did that good.
I
Oh,
did real good.
which models of the coax cable possible to do with help of this tool? This is for the standard coax cable or for the RG8 as
DX Engineering has a whole set.
Yeah.
They'll do the whole gamut. They'll do.
So this one will do, if you can read it here.
RG8X.
RG8, 11, 213, LMR 400.
yeah, RG8X, RG8 as well. Yeah, this is good.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Where'd you get that, Al?
Yeah, post that somewhere.
Here's another one. Like I've got a whole set of every coax that you can require. This is RG
59,
58, 59.
58.
Yeah.
So where did you get those, Al? Don't keep us in suspense.
I got them from your toolbox, Rusty.
Oh, damn it! I was familiar.
That's why you've been looking for them for the last
Like I
month
said,
or 3.
Quicksilver.
Oh,
Quicksilver radio at Dayton.
At Dayton.
At Dayton. They had, a thing of every, and they're not that expensive. Like they're $7.99 or something like that. US, mind you. So they're about 10 Canadian. But I bought 4 or 5 of them, and I mean, they're really they really save quite a bit,
So you
especially if you're doing a lot of coax.
Prizes.
I'm
That's
sorry.
right. They should have been
Yeah.
given away as prizes.
Yeah, like for ninth place.
Ninth place. There you go.
No,
Holy
10th,
gee,
10th.
see what you started, Igor? Now I got to give my whole shack away. There you go. Who wants my 7610? There
Right
you
there.
go.
I'm on my way. 20 minutes away.
There you go. Eh?
There's only 2. Stay away, Lou.
But yeah, so there you go. So I mean, we can talk about all these type of stuff here. If I just was kind of interesting because Janice was having some real issues, and thanks to was Bob or Doug that gave her the proper connector there. So
Yeah.
Maybe it was
I
Bob,
was
huh?
able to find. I was able to find her a couple of amphenol connectors for
Oh, that's great.
RG59, 58. Yeah.
I'm
And
still
that's what-
waiting. I've ordered from Radio World.
Yeah.
2 weeks now, just over 2 weeks for the Amphenol 259 angle connectors.
Okay.
And they said, oh yeah, they'll have them right away. They're just on back order. I said, geez. I said, every time I order from that place, I said, I wait a month or more for that. And if I order from Quicksilver, I got it in 3 days, the same as DX Engineering, 3-4 days, and it's in your mailbox, you know.
I
Yeah.
just look, if I'm going to order from Radio World, it's got to be in stock.
Yeah.
And I've
well,
had
they're
one
not,
occurrence where it said it was in stock, and then all of a sudden somebody else got the last one, and I was the one who was left out.
I hate
I
it.
was very annoyed with them.
well, because
Well,
you're not
that's-
really their friend, eh?
Yeah,
You have to
exactly.
get a little more chummy, take them coffees and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Be
all
put
the
up,
way to
moved up
Toronto.
on the list, eh?
Find out what kind of beer they like.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
Canadian club.
Well,
so there you
there's-
go there.
Now there is
Uh,
a prize for a contest.
Yeah, so anybody
Yeah.
want this box? You know?
Everybody raise their hands at once.
And that's what I do at Dayton. Like I said, my stock is starting to get depleted.
Down, eh? Wow.
So when I go to,
It looks like your stock's getting depleted.
well, it is. Normally, I have to have this
That
one
has to be
filled up
running
too.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
So I mean, it's.
darn now. You're
But
really,
if
Oh, poor
anybody,
baby.
You've got
you
a
really
tough
got to go to Dayton.
got a
My
tough life.
God.
well, this
Jeez.
is it. Like I said, next year, guys, whoever wants to go, we have a blast because, and they're, you know, if you're going to pick this stuff up, you're saying waiting at Radio World, and Radio World, you know, I mean, you go to get one, you know, you were talking, what was it, an angle type of connector or something
Yeah,
like
the
this?
259.
Or,
That's
Yep.
them. I ordered 10 of them, and I'm still waiting and waiting and waiting. I said,
Just
holy
the
cow.
adapter, Doug, or the connectors for the cable?
90
No,
degree
that's
connector.
the adapter to go. Because what
you just
happened
need the adapter.
is my cabinet is against the wall,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what I did do is I had to rearrange the radios because I got the DX10, so I put them up here. I had to move my tuner, and when I had the tuner and pushed it back, I bent the cable because they're
Yep.
straight out, bent
Yeah.
over like
Move
that.
it out from the wall a little bit, Dougie.
Too late now.
Oh,
Thank you
fix.
very much.
Not
Hey.
a hole in the wall.
Well, that
Jeez.
wasn't in the instructions, eh, to how to connect them. So there you go. I should have bought it from China. I could have read it all.
Actually, you got to look on Amazon for those connectors.
You get in.
Well,
If you
yeah, but
want
I was
them.
trying to do, I do try to do locally, and they go
Oh.
there. But I end up waiting, and so, like I say, I got the cable broken there, and they go like that. Well, I managed to wiggle it so it works, but that's just iffy now, eh? So,
Yep.
you know, and when I tried to tune up on Canada Day, you know, Bob knows the 969 that I have, and the selector number 1 for the cable input there. And I guess the voltage must have been super high or something, because I think I burned that contact and had to switch the cable over to number 2. Okay, trying to tune the 6 meters on a G5 RV.
yeah.
Well, I did make the contact okay, but
Yeah.
I kind of burned up some of the equipment doing it.
Well, if you know, if smoke's not coming out of it, you're not doing something right there, Doug. So
No, I got no smoke out of it, but I noticed that that number 1, so I switched all the cables over to the number 2 input, and I'll have to take that apart and have a look and probably fix it up. But
6 meters
anyway.
isn't a problem for me. It's 160 that's the problem. That's the
Yeah.
because the antennas are just not meant for 160.
Yeah. Well, you got very, very high voltages on your equipment, eh?
So
Oh, yeah.
basically, I've loop on the ground LOG antennas. Now they're just receive only antennas, but they say that having a separate receive antenna, which I'm going to do, you know, like my 1000 MP that I had years ago, and that Bill's got now, it's got a receive only antenna on it, which is very, very handy. But you can use some other antenna to receive, you know, usually maybe a loop's in the backyard. And this, a loop on the ground for 160 meters, I'll have to look it up, but it's very small. It's very, very small. It's got a very small footprint. And then you've got your transmitting antenna someplace else, and you're not listening on it. You're just using it to throw a signal out, you know. And
well, I can get the 160 on my 750 with just what 30-inch antenna.
Well, but yeah, but
like that,
probably
as a
noisy as
receiver.
damn it too. Probably noisy as damn it. You
Just
know,
a receiver. Well, it depends how close they are.
Loop on the ground, you can have two of these in close proximity, one going one way, one going the other way, or whatever. You know, because I think they've got nulls on them, and you can like flip back and forth on them for receive, and then use another antenna for transmit.
Is that going to be like a rake when you're walking through the long grass and you step on it? And
no, well, you know, no. So you can make any antenna disappear in the grass. You get, you know, well, lawn staples or whatever, but you get a coat hanger or something and make some staples out of it, even like radials on the ground. You stretch them out and you staple them in the grass, and they go down, and within a week or something, they're under the grass.
They're gone.
Go over them and everything. You don't even know they're there.
I've got a few coaxes like that.
Everybody, have a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, take care, Maureen.
Bye now.
I gotta go too.
Bye-bye.
Stay well, everybody. Stay well.
Okay.
You too,
Bye,
Krista.
Krista.
73s and 88s, girls.
Have a good day.
Take care.
Well,
Thanks for coming in.